What do all parking services in the country have in common? Everybody hates them. Side comments like, ugh, parking gave me another ticket, or I was only here 10 minutes, why did I get another ticket? Are reasons why parking's public relations are so far down. DeMiro says if you got a parking ticket, you should blame yourself and not parking services because you were probably in the wrong, which he's pretty right about that. However, the parking services here at Idaho State University hold our transcripts if we don't pay for our citations, so you'll have to pay for them eventually. As a financial tech at Idaho State University's public safety, I can see how many students pay their citations, but I can also see how many students go without paying their citations and how many citations they have on their account, which is why I understand that this is a problem that we have on our campus. However, as a student at Idaho State University, I also can understand the fact that I don't want to pay my parking tickets immediately, and sometimes I just want to put it off, which is fine too, until you get to the end part of your studies and you have to pay for your transcript to come out. Now, working at public safety, many people can think, you can probably just take off your tickets off your account, right? Or you can take my ticket off your account, which I cannot do, or else I would get fired. There are certain rules that we have to follow and abide by as students and faculty members at the university, and this is just one of them. But in order to make students and faculty more friendly toward our parking services, what's something that we can do to make everybody happy? Now, public safety parking services has a bad reputation for only wanting people's money and only wanting to make more money. But where do they actually put it? Lynch says parking services relies on permit fees and citation revenue to support cost of operating, construction of new parking lots, maintenance, and snow removal, which are all true. Our parking services spends all their money giving it to facilities to have them maintenance our lots and create new lots if we need to, which takes a lot more money than it sounds. And also to repaint our lines and snow removal, which happens every season that we need. However, appealing citations is also something that parking doesn't work with. Appealing citations is something that a student can do when they feel that their citation was given for not the right reason. And if that's the case, then they can appeal the citation with parking services, and parking services sends it to a third-party individual who looks over all the appeals, decides if the parking services were in the wrong or if the student was in the wrong, and then eventually gives what they think is going to happen. And if the student still has to pay the citation, then they also have to pay a $5 fee because they appealed it. However, the citations for parking services range from a variety of amounts, from anywhere between $15 to $40 or more, but $15 to $40 is generally the rate that we have most of our citations. For example, $30 for a general lot citation, while $35 for a reserved lot citation, and $20 for a pay station lot. If most of these universities are having complaints of the parking services, why hasn't anybody done anything? Surprisingly enough, I have only found one university that has created a solution for their students and faculty members on how much we are paying in citation prices. Now, University of Idaho has actually done a canned food drive, and this canned food drive was applicable for a month period where students, if they got their ticket during that month period, could bring in one canned food and pay off that entire ticket. However, if students got their ticket a year before the month period, then each canned good equaled $5 up to 3 canned goods on their account. If the student had more citations than 3 canned goods, or the 3 citations that they can immediately take away, then that student has to pay all their citations that are following that. This made it so that parking was still generating some revenue while students had more freedom what to do with their money in the long run. Because of University of Idaho's initiative, Idaho State University's public safety also wants to participate in this program. What we're going to do from a 2-week period, from April 1st to April 14th, we're going to make every canned good that a student brings in $5. And with that canned good, it's going to be up to 5 citations on our account. Now, from the survey that I took in class, of my 4 students, 75% of them said that they would strongly benefit from this promotional period, while 25% of them said that they would only slightly benefit from this promotional period, showing that all students in the university are probably going to want this promotional period to help them financially. Now, not only are we going to be helping our students and faculty members financially, we're going to be also helping the university's community by donating all of our canned food that we get to Benny's Pantry, which is an on-campus location where students can go for a discounted rate on food, if not free. Now, not only will parking only lose a fraction of their projected revenue doing this, but they're also going to be bettering their public relations in the campus, and maybe we can communicate that we are a nonprofit organization and we're not getting this money that we're taking from the students, we're actually giving it back to you guys. Now, why don't we bite the bait of parking services as extending and better ourselves now than suffer financially in the future? In conclusion, parking services on the outside might look like they're only trying to take our money, but being a nonprofit organization, we're actually giving back in some way, if not through snow removal from the parking lots, if not line maintenance, if not just filling in some of the holes that we have in our parking lots. Now, if we spend more later or now, then we'll have more money to spend later when we get our transcript and we have to move on to new jobs. Now, are you going to wait for parking services to hold your transcripts, or are you going to use them today to pay off your citations while it's still cheap? I'll see you at the parking counter.